Peace and love, family. I just want y'all to listen to this person that I'm about to show you. Matter of fact, hold. Yes, I want you to listen to her real quick. Now, listen, I usually don't show her. Truth be told, I haven't watched her in a long time. I usually won't watch her due to certain reasons I feel. But anyways, I'm not even gonna go into that. But for some reason, I was obviously meant to see this, and so I'm just gonna go ahead and show it to y'all. This is very, to me, informing. This has something to do with some of the election, but it has to do with the aftermath about the election. Like I've told you, we got a little more time, and that's why I said I'll make announcements soon. And for those who want to get out, that's what the announcement will be for. It's very important. I'm trying to tell you, it's going to be our last chance to get out of there. But I will say this. I told y'all that although Trump got in there, yeah, you got a little more time. But I had some personal conversations with brothers as well. Brothers, y'all know I did tell y'all. I told y'all that they still gonna go along with their plan. They just gotta do it a little different way. So now they're gonna get people to vote for stuff. They're gonna get people to want to get it in. Now, because they was gonna try to force it in, reptilians were. That's the Democrats' reptilian side, if you didn't know. And so far, we got the insectoid and the tall whites representing Trump on the Trump side, the Republican side right now, if you didn't know. Okay? So again, like I told y'all, we're going to have to fight. I keep telling y'all we're going to have to fight. But anyways, so they ain't going to try to shove it down their throat because now they know they can't do a shutdown, shove it down their throat, all that rigmarole. Reptilians thought they were going to try to do. Reptilians were so mad they didn't want to let it go. You know, Kamala Reptilian Harris also didn't want to let it go. But now, see, you got the tall whites sitting up there running things with Trump, and also, well, he's part lion, cat people. He's part cat people too. But that's another thing. He's part cat people too. If you know about the cat people, it's another alien or demon, whatever you want to call it. All right. So, and then of course, you know his wife is insectoid. This is not something you just make up. You can go reach it for yourself. They're not hiding it. They obviously don't give a fuck. They don't care if you know. So it's not like I'm telling you anything that you can't easily find out for yourself. But the thing that is important about this is that you have to realize, like I keep telling you, yeah, you got a little more time. But now it's just being rigged that he's trying to move it in a way so that he saves his white people. Okay? The tall whites wants to save their people. They don't care about anybody else. Okay? They want to save their people. But Trump knows that he has to do things a certain way. Now, all this is going to do is give you a little more time. Yeah, he's going to try to make things better again just for his white people. Okay? His tall whites people. All right? They don't like the reptilians. And they all, like I said, all these different groups, they all beef with each other. But they all hate us. They all have their own reasons why they want to sit there and try to rule our earth, why they want to sit there and try to bother us and so forth. A lot of folks is just too happy, right? Let me speak this up something. Just too happy because Trump won. A lot of y'all were just too upset because Trump won. Listen, all Trump did was buy you more time. If Kamala Harris would have won, Kamala Harris would have won, you wouldn't have had more time. I'm just being honest with you. So Trump, tall white, Donald, tall white, Trump. So we'll just go like that. Donald, tall white, Trump. All right, it's giving you more time. Listen, and I'm trying to tell you, when I make announcements, you might want to have them go when I make the announcement. I ain't bull crapping. All right, here we go. So you might want to be ready. All right. Now I want y'all to listen to her because this is something I was talking to y'all about. Some of the same things I was talking to some of you brothers on the phone about. Now the people are going to get to hear about it. And I'm surprised that she's actually talking about this to the point that I was like, I'm not showing it. No, I'm not showing it. And after a while, I was like, damn, I got to show this. And the way she put it, I think she can actually explain this a little better than me. So I'm going to let her go ahead and take the stage. Please listen. It's very important.
We're 500, y'all. Y'all, let's get it. Okay, peace to the east, the west, the north, and the south. This is Flora coming today with another topic of discussion. I'm feeling myself, y'all. So, why did it go from 503 to 403? Did you see that, y'all? The numbers, yo, they're messing with y'all, look at the number, y'all. It was 503, now it's 403. 503, boys. Do you see it, y'all? Is it just me? Are they messing with me? It's 503 on your side. Why is it 4? They're messing with me, y'all. It's 403. Let me go. Oxidative stress. Absolutely. Now it's back to 5. Yo. Oh, Willy Wonka, you are such a hater. Anyway, let's get to it, y'all. So, peace to the east, west, and north, south. This is For LeBron coming to you today with a new topic of discussion. Check on in, okay? Shout out to Michael Jackson. Okay, so we're gonna talk about it's doing it again. Okay, so let's talk about the selection that happened on last Tuesday. I hope everybody is nice and chilling out. I hope that you are recovering from the social media hitmen that were messing with your adrenals. Like if you got gray hairs, if you gained at least 10 pounds, if you lost 20, you can blame the fake news, the social media, Bioborg networks for really driving your adrenals to madness. Okay? But I'm grateful that we all made it through. If you're here, if you're able to have the conversation, if you're able to even be able to navigate through your week, you've made it over the last hump of the finale of the simulation. Okay? So now your adrenals were like, yo, people are just gaslighting was at an all new high, y'all. Okay, so let me give condolences for those who feel like they lost. I hope you don't realize, I want to remind you that the shenanigans that you call the elections are fake. They are geoengineered. They are ran by, satanic Mason Jesuits, demigods, Deros, that really just they're making you feel like you really have a choice in the matter. None of your choices mattered. None of your votes mattered. They already had their choice made. Now, I was wrong. What I was wrong about is because, remember, I'm really big into Chinese astrology. And I really thought that Mr.
And it's funny because they were discussing that they didn't want to let Trump be president, but they were also saying, this is a while back, I didn't tell nobody about this, that they're saying that they would, I don't think I did, that they would have no choice. They started realizing before the election that they would have no choice but to let Trump be president again. And it's not what they wanted. Okay? So, I keep telling y'all, the ether gave y'all a little bit more time. Like I said, we are part of the ether. We and the ether are one. And, that's the thing they keep calling God, and the black sun. They keep calling the energy God, and we are part of that energy. But we need to realize that we'll just say it's the ether, okay? Big Mama is trying to save her children. Is trying to get the children to get out, okay? Literally trying to give you more time to get out. And literally, you don't feel like you're on ball time? Just ask yourself that.
Kamala, and I'm so relieved, y'all. I will say this: I don't believe in any of the parties, but I certainly didn't want Mr. Kamala to win. And a lot of y'all, let me talk to my brown women that feel like,
is Kamala a man? Because she keeps on saying Mr. Kamala. I know Kamala Reptilian Harris is reptilian, but is she reptilian, man? I'm just curious.
They lost something. I hope you don't align with someone that was cosplaying you, that had any sort of connection to you, that literally was playing a part and playing you in front of your face. She don't have brown children. She didn't have a brown husband. She didn't have anything connected to you. If Mr. Kamala won, that would have been the henchman taking down all brown women in 2025. I'm just letting you know. Stop thinking that all skin folk are kinfolk. Okay? I love you. I want you well. A lot of brown women said, oh, you know, Fleur Boone, you're just a... I want to... Listen. If this was a real system, I would love a wonderful woman who was healthy, who was raising a brown family, who had healthy brown value. Why does it matter that it's brown? Because obviously, you know, we have issues with systemic attacks and marginalization of women, number one, and then especially of brown women. And when I say brown women, I'm talking about the women of the Americas. The indigenous women of the Americas, okay? So I want you to stop being sad. You should actually be happy because your children won't be exposed to deviancy in their schools anymore. You won't have men walking in the bathroom saying, hey, I'm gonna use the toilet and ask you for toilet paper and there's a grown man 7 foot tall in the next stall next to you. You won't have to worry about fake news on my channel making me get marginalized and I can't say what I want to say because free speech will be reinstituted again. So I'm just saying, don't cry. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Don't cry over me, mamas. I wish you weren't like into that complexion nonsense because they were trying to play you. They didn't play me because I saw her balls and I saw her game. That was another Doziak moment. Do not affiliate with people just because they have your same complexion. See, our lunar people already know this. Big up to the lunars that understand that when you're a German, you don't think you're a Scotty. If you're a Scotty, you don't think you're from Denmark. If you're from Denmark, you don't think you're from Germany. See, lunars got this. Brown people, we've been socially conditioned to think that everybody with brown skin is for us. And as you know, and if you have some sense, you know that the people that most likely will come against you will sometimes look like you because that's who they sent for you. Mm-hmm. So be grateful that not, and she was absolutely disgusting, not even coming in to have some pride and dignity in talking to the people who supported her. She was a sore loser, left the stage and didn't even talk to y'all the first day. Just that alone is disrespectful. And that's how you know she's not from our communities. Okay? So for Brownwood, don't feel sad. Be happy your children won't be looking at books in elementary school about how to masturbate. Be grateful that you won't have people wearing rainbow fat flags talking about, I just got married to my trans husband and wife that's a pony and a dog and a cat. Okay? Just be grateful. I adore you. Don't think that I'm disrespecting you or anything. I have beautiful little girls. I have a family. I love my children, but I would want something that's better. That's a better suitable for, I got to be the role model for my children. I'm not expecting a cosplaying. I don't even know if she's human now. I wouldn't expect a cosplayer to be someone for my children to look up to. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sorry, y'all. So, but, I'm going to go on the other side too, because I'm very balanced. Big up to everybody who is not in recovery and just saw it for what it was and is waiting for the next shoe to fall off the foot. Okay? Because really in itself, y'all, the Trump towers, they're about to come on. Listen, now why I was happy that Mr. Kamala didn't win is because I understand that in a way that they're going to lull you to sleep, they will always put someone up there so that you feel like you're supported so that they can cut your head off, so they can take you out. And unfortunately, because people are now on the other side feeling real.
And that's exactly what they was trying to do. They was trying to take y'all out. And for real, hopefully I can show you something I seen earlier.
Relax. Now they feel like they got it. They feel comfortable. Now they're going to lull you back to sleep so that they can bring in the smart cities. They already got them running. If many of you overstand and understand, they're going to lull you to sleep nicely because you feel like you won. You feel like you got what you wanted. And now it's easier for them to take away your arms. Oh, because our God said it. Because, big up to the Trumpetarians, because y'all really got it in. No shade. Y'all were really gully. Y'all were amped. I really appreciate your gumption. But do know that if you understand and understand, if you've been with me for a long time, that in itself is also a setup. It's a different, remember we talked about Kamala and Trump being the same coin, just different sides of it. It's just like, you get poison, but some poisons are sweeter than others. And depending on the side that you're on, if you felt like you supported the Trump, then remember that's a different kind of poison that will lull you to sleep in a different way. Okay? So we went to extremes on the other side, the pendulums, right? Retta, we went to the extremes. Remember, we talked about the fact that when you have a pendulum and you swing really far left, what is your anticipation? Is that you're going to swing to the extreme right. So on the extreme left, we had the crazies coming out. You got kitty litter in classrooms, people pooping and putting markers on it. You got 7-foot men going in women's bathrooms. You got people cutting off little children's genitalia, talking about if you as a parent can't support that, we're going to take your child. You had all kinds of weird deviancy like showing up. That was the left side, okay? Extremities on that side, okay? But when we go to the other side, you're going to get the extreme. So we went far left, and then we're going to go far right. So far right is going to be extreme religion, extreme, Christianity going to a 50,000 level. You know what I mean? So-called righteousness, so-called piousness, being taken too far. Like, you know what I mean? So all of a sudden you went from extreme sexual deviancy, thought botting, shaking your butt, getting fake everything, eyelashes and mass destruction, people thinking that they animals and so on, including me, right? So everybody was extreme in that way. But now you're going to go far right. So now you're going to have extreme Christianity or religious sectors or people really acting as if they're higher than thou, judging in a different way, more of a control system. Because remember, you were so out of control on the left that they're going to make sure you're going to be highly controlled because you can't control yourself, right? You showed that if we give you freedom, if we allow you to just make your choices, that you're...
All right. Now you heard that, right? Now hold on. Now they load the ones to sleep. This is basically the patriots, the outside nations that are the white nations that care about this country. Hold on now.
In a robot suit, like that. And then we progressed dramatically year after year.
Looking good, guys!
So if you extrapolate this, you're really going to have something spectacular, something that anyone could own. So you can have your own personal R2D2 C3PO. And I think at scale, this would cost something like, $20,000, $30,000. Probably less than a car. That's my prediction, long term. Take this as a long term. But fundamentally, at scale, the Optimus robot, you should be able to buy an Optimus robot for, I think, probably $20,000 to $30,000 long term. So, and what can it do? It'll be able to do anything you want. So it can be a teacher, babysit your kids, it can walk your dog, mow your lawn, get the groceries, just be your friend, serve drinks. Whatever you can think of, it will do. And yeah, it'll be awesome.
Come here, babe!
I think this would be
Come here!
Looking at you, man.
Come here! Mr. Boomer Mama wants you! Come here! Come here, baby!
And there's going to be equity, and then there'll be election services. I predict actually
Oh!
80% probability of good.
You're talking?
Look on the bright side. Cup is 80%. The cost of products and services will decline dramatically. And basically anyone will be able to have these products and services.
Come here, help me, Ira.
And the likes of which people have. It'll be something special. So,
Love your hands.
and one of the things we wanted to show tonight was that Optimus is not a canned video. It's not walled off.
Come here.
The Optimus robots will walk among you. Please please be nice to the Optimus robots. So you'll be able to walk right up to them. And ask questions. And someone told you your hands. They'll serve drinks at the bar. You can ask questions. And you'll directly. What do you? I mean, that's just. It sounds a lot like strange just to have people in your lives. And things are there. So far, I like dance. Oh, you like to dance? So. Dance. Play music. Party. Ready. If you look at that, the gazebo over there, let's get the party started. Party started.
Mohamed Umar Alaji, the National President for Ghana National Association of Garment Makers. Today we try to open an
and they did as he intended. Oh, you guys are at the wrong rally. No, I think you meant to go to the smaller one down the street.
And also, what else are you going to do to fix this problem with inflation?
All right, thank you. Well, let's start with this. Prices have gone up.
She was a major player in everything we've done, including passage of legislation which we were told we could never pass. And so she's been, and her staff is interlocked with mine.
All right, shalom, shalom. This is your brother Shamak out of the Great Mills. America is divided, and it will fail our people again. It's going to fail you again, over and over again. For our people that continue to put their trust into this place. All right, and putting your trust into this place was the aspect of voting. All right, that's a vow. That the voting, you look into the word vote, it means a vow to a God, and the people treated this election as a God. All right. Those that would support Trump supporters is as if their God won. All right. In actuality, they're both losers.
Now, listen, this is important because some of y'all may see some of this stuff. And remember, all the dimensions are coming together. So it's important to realize what I just told you and understand or overstand what I just said. And this is why it's important for you to go to the wilderness, like the book says. So I make an announcement. Please have your bags already packed.
We're not supposed to be there. What if I told you that during the Vietnam War, soldiers using first-generation infrared goggles reported seeing things that weren't supposed to be there? Strange figures, shadowy creatures, and terrifying images no one could explain. Sounds crazy, right? But some soldiers swore it was real. In the 1960s, the U.S. military experimented with infrared goggles, one of the first technologies allowing soldiers to see at night. But according to reports, some soldiers claimed that when they put on the goggles, they saw strange, shadowy beings moving through the jungle. Figures that didn't look human and disappeared when the goggles were removed. Could these have been spirits, interdimensional beings, or something even stranger? Rumors say the military took these sightings seriously enough to investigate. Some believe the government knew more about these sightings but covered it up, discontinuing the goggles because they were seeing too much. Others think these creatures were connected to the spiritual energy of the jungle or even otherworldly beings.
So, if they took it serious enough to investigate it, there's got to be something to it, right? We've been talking about a lot of stuff for a whole bunch of years. I believe almost 25 or more years. So what I'm going to tell you is this, is ready to go to the wilderness and be very prepared to fight and defend. I'm trying to tell y'all, everybody wants to be a cakewalk. They want everything to just be so lackluster. They hand it right over, smack dab, damn, blam, blam, and thank you, ma'am, Samity Sam. It ain't working like that. And I keep telling y'all we're going to have to fight. People think we got to pray. We ain't supposed to pray, period. I don't understand what folks don't get. That's casting a spell. We don't do spells. But anyways, peace and love to everyone. I love all of you. I hope people really do the research I've been telling y'all to do. And I hope y'all take this particular message seriously. Although that people may have got what they wanted, all they gonna do is come at it from another angle. And then next angle now is to make it sound good to sell it to you. To make it sound good to sell it to you. Okay? That's what it's to do. Peace and love. And then you buy into it, then they got you. Those who voted, you took a vow to make Trump your God. Just so you know, that's why you ain't supposed to vote. I didn't vote. Obviously, I figured other folks would know, but I guess not.